Hey y'all, Beast Motel here back with you. So please check back in, sit down, enjoy your stay, and as always, use the stationery. So hopefully my first video that I've book review that I've uploaded for the day is already up on YouTube by the time this one goes up. I imagine this one's probably gonna be a little bit longer because I do have a little bit more to talk about this book. As you can tell by the title, I am reviewing Dark Canyon by Louis Lamour. If you didn't see my last video, I recommend go watch it. I reviewed The Lonesome Gods by Louis Lamour, and it's probably going to come as a surprise that I had more to say about this book than I did The Lonesome Gods, just because, and I have it right here, you can see the difference in how thick the books are. You would think I would have more to say about that than this, but unfortunately that's just not the case. The main thing I'm going to start off that I liked about this versus The Lonesome Gods, and I touched on it briefly, was morally gray characters, if you will. This one starts off perfect as far as that. What I mean by that is you come across Gaylord Riley, comes into camp and ends up, slight spoilers, he ends up hooking up with this outlaw gang, if you will, and kind of helps them. And then, the outlaw gang kind of realizing, what they've done. They didn't start off this way. Some things happen in life that turned them to an outlaw gang, and they don't want that for this kid. With how they look at it, and they're smart when they look at it this way. They look at it as they don't want him to do it. They want to look out for him, as well as they want a backup plan just in case, because they realize age is going to catch up to you eventually, or someone's going to get hurt or something. This one, so essentially, they kind of pitch in and give him money so he can get a ranch, if you will, pick up an area. And so it's talking about him and all that. And he eventually comes to this town. He's been to this area before. It's on the outskirts of town. He's been to this area before. He wants, if you will, he wants this area, and he's doing anything he can to keep it. And it's a great book. I highly recommend this one. I'm sorry I don't have a whole lot to say about these books as I review them, at least these 5 that I'm going to talk about. I've read them back to back like that. I do recommend this one. I believe I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I don't know if anybody really uses Goodreads anymore. I'm sure some people do. Another thing I want to note, and I will always note this on every Louis Lamour book that I review, the cover art for his books are amazing. I wish more people would do cover art like this. As you can tell, this book's a little beat up and battered. I mean, some of the edges, and I think that honestly adds. I think that adds to the vintageness of these books. I mean, I love getting these ones, especially this Louis Lamour ones, where they have the offer inside, like this one, reward sticker offer. This one's clocking in around, what is it, 149, 150 pages, 149 pages. So this is a quick read. I did read this in less than a day. This is a great book. I'm not going to spoil anything. If you've read a Louis Lamour novel, you pretty much know how most of them, if not all of them, are going to end. As always, I do highly recommend this one. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot to say. I feel like I have a little bit more to say about this versus the last one that I reviewed. But in this, like I said, he kind of picks up some cowpunchers, if you will, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I really, really did. This is definitely one that I would recommend reading if you're wanting a little bit more of a morally gray character. And what I mean by that is just kind of starting off, you kind of see this guy who you wouldn't expect to be the good guy in a book like this. There's nothing wrong with him. He kind of ends up with the wrong crowd, and the wrong crowd helps him out. And I think that even though it is a feel-good story and a feel-good moment, if you will, I think that helps out quite a bit. I think this one's starts off a little different than most Louis L'Amour books that I've read, and so I highly recommend them. I really do. I really recommend this one. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Would I go back and read this one again? Yeah, probably. I probably will. Is it my favorite? No, but I will probably definitely go back and reread this one eventually in a couple years down the line or whatever. That's the good thing with his books. You really can go back and just reread them. They're so short, and every character is pretty much, for the most part, about the same, but they're different enough that he can keep doing them. I mean, he's written over 100 books. And every character, for the most part, is kind of the same, but they're just a little bit different, and I enjoy that. I really do. Again, highly recommend picking this up. I hope y'all have a good one. Stay tuned for the next video. If the other videos up before this one, then I hope you enjoyed all of them. Thank you.